Living on Mars has always been a fascinating concept, but we can't ignore the harsh reality that oxygen is essential for human survival, and the Martian environment is far from ideal. On our home planet, we take oxygen for granted, but on Mars, it's a luxury we can't afford. The question is, can we overcome this obstacle? When we think about Mars, we often imagine a barren, desolate landscape, and for good reason. The planet's atmosphere is incredibly thin, making it impossible for humans to breathe without assistance. The atmospheric pressure is less than 1% of Earth's, and the temperature differences are extreme, often dropping to minus 125 degrees Celsius at night, not to mention the toxic gases, like hydrogen peroxide, that permeate the Martian air. The Martian environment is a far cry from the cozy, oxygen-rich habitat we're used to on Earth. Imagine stepping out of your spacecraft and taking a deep breath, or rather, trying to. The Martian atmosphere is about 95% carbon dioxide, with some nitrogen and argon thrown in, but essentially no oxygen. The air is so thin that even if you could somehow magically extract oxygen from the Martian air, there just wouldn't be enough to go around. Add to that the harsh radiation environment, and it's clear that humans face significant barriers to survival on Mars. To make matters worse, even if we somehow managed to create a reliable oxygen supply, we'd still have to contend with the planet's toxic soil, lack of liquid water, and extreme isolation. It's not just a matter of dropping humans on Mars and expecting them to thrive. We'd need a fully functional, self-sustaining ecosystem just to keep them alive. One promising technology is MOXIE, a miniature oxygen manufacturing device that uses Martian atmospheric gases to produce breathable oxygen. Researchers are also exploring ways to genetically engineer microorganisms that can thrive in Martian conditions, potentially even producing oxygen as a byproduct. Another approach involves using solar panels to split Martian water into oxygen and hydrogen, which could then be used as fuel. Did you know that NASA's Perseverance rover, which landed on Mars in 2020, actually carried an oxygen-generating experiment called MOXIE aboard? This tiny device was capable of producing about 10 grams of oxygen per hour. Not enough to sustain human life, but an impressive proof of concept nonetheless. Imagine scaling that up to create a reliable oxygen supply for human settlers. It's a tantalizing prospect. What's even more exciting is that MOXIE's success could pave the way for more ambitious oxygen production technologies in the future. From genetically engineered microbes to oxygen-generating devices, researchers are working tirelessly to overcome this hurdle and make human life on Mars a reality. What do you think? Do you believe humans can overcome this challenge and one day call Mars home? Share your thoughts in the comments below.